hello, welcome. As for today, I'm still con crunching, working on season 2 Jinx. So I just got the top painted and now I am painting her belt. It's already been primed and all that good stuff. Yeah. Um, oh my gosh. It's coming together. I can't believe it's actually coming together. I might get her done in time. Some missing elements, but the majority of everything will be there. Last night I just finished the wig. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I did a wig in 2 days. Yeah, I don't know how I did that. That's crazy to me. But all right. So hello, Win. Hello, Ka. How you doing? Oh, and Blood's here too. Hello, hello. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, I'm glad you got. Good to see you all. So, for my colors I'm using today, I'm using just the white, Mars black, and also the burnt umber. So same as I was doing the top, but now I am just going onto the belts. And the belts are even darker, so I'm going to use more of that Mars black. So I'm just mixing colors, mixing those 3 paints. And I don't know, it might not even be very interesting on this camera because it's like kind of like dark colors on top of dark colors, but we'll see. Let's see how it turns out. So I'm just mixing my colors. I had already mixed my colors, but acrylic paint dries so fast that I had to remix it. So I was like, I'm doing so good. I'm like getting all set up and everything. And then all of a sudden, it's like, nope, it's already dry. Kind of crazy. Oh no, the bot you put call already tried to ban you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I think I'll actually be able to get this done in time, which I cannot believe. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I'm actually getting like a lot on my the last couple of days I've been just working really hard. I know I haven't been posting a lot on progress, but I've been taking pictures, so I'll post later. Yeah, I actually have. It seems like a lot of people really like that I do the cosplay stuff on stream. So if you all are interested in doing that, I can do more. Um, Originally, when I was gonna start streaming, my idea was that I would have a whole mix of stuff, just all different. Because I'm always working on different things. Just I always have multiple projects going on, multiple mediums, so why not also bring that into the streams? So yeah, so I'm just quickly adding texture, and I'm going again for that more like illustrative type look. Oh, good. I'm glad that the microphone is now fixed and I sound a lot better. Hopefully I'm not too loud now. Hopefully it's at a good volume. Yeah, the dragons are much bigger now. The baby dragons, they're not like itty bitties that are hard to see. So some improvements have been made to the stream. Some needed improvements. And hopefully too, since the mic has been fixed, it was just some like setting things. Hopefully you won't all hear the AC unit. So that's what that buzzing metallic sound was the AC. There's only so much I can do about that. But hopefully now when it turns on, it won't be as loud or as metallic. So yeah, so I'm just going in and painting. I have a lot to prepare um, for this weekend. Game On Expo. Oh my gosh, there's still so much to do. Not with just this cosplay, but I have to set up everything, and tomorrow I have to put everything aside for setup on Thursday. It's gonna be a lot. But it'll be good. I think I have a good feeling that this year is gonna be a really, really good show. It should be a lot of fun. I'll definitely make sure to post pictures and take pictures and all that kind of stuff. Show you all, keep you all in the loop. Yes, this is Shark Jinx, basically. Except, sadly, I don't think I'll have time to do the hood. I'm gonna try um, to get the hood done. I will eventually do it because I want the shark hood. But for Game On, which makes me sad. But oh well. I decided to do this cosplay very spontaneously, so it's kind of my fault. Yeah. I know, I'm excited to see your Spider Noir too, when that's gonna be fun. Hey Ray, what's up? Welcome, welcome. I am currently con crunching. Hey, that's Nacho. Hello, welcome. Hey, we got a good party here. Hey Ray, you're almost done with yours. That's pretty good. That must feel good. You're way farther along than me. I wish I only had two things to paint and then that'll be it. I still have the both belts to paint, to put on the attachments to the belts, and I have to paint and sew her top. So much to do. Ah, in only 2 days. Hey Nacho. that that's okay. No worry, Nacho. No worry at all. I'm just chilling here anyway. Just chilling and trying to get this cosplay done. Which is crazy. I think I might be able to do it. There was a point where I was like, this isn't gonna happen, but I think things have changed. And it's crazy. A lot of my paint has already dried out. It's like drying, and I'm like, no, I'm not even close to being done. Acrylic dries so fast. It's crazy. Oh my gosh. You guys are fighting the pumpkin boss. Good luck. Good luck, everyone. I wonder who's gonna win this battle. Here, I'll move it up so the scoreboard's not blocking when I'm painting. I just realized that I looked and I'm like, oops. Who's gonna win against the pumpkin boss? Mm. That's cool you're playing with lights. Ray, I wish you the best of luck with that. No worries, Nacho. Good luck uploading your video. Hey, that's cool. No worries. We're all multitasking here. And that's okay. Hey, you know what? It feels good to be productive though. It feels good when you're like, oh my gosh, I got a lot of stuff done, especially stuff that needed to get done. And you look back and you're like, oh my gosh, I got a lot done. This is awesome. Same here, Nacho. Same here. I'm I'm really excited for Game On. I'm nervous, but I'm excited. Ooh, okay. I like your idea, Win. That sounds super cool. Damn it, that almost makes me want to bring Spider Gwen, but I won't be able to because I'll be working the booth. And as comfortable as spider suits are, the gloves, I can't do anything in the gloves. Like, if I was just going to the con to enjoy it, I would totally be down to bring Spider Gwen. But running a booth in that with the gloves, and I'm taking payments and I the register on my phone and putting stickers in bags. Oh my god. Not with gloves. Never with gloves. But one day we'll organize some kind of Spider Verse thing because that would be so cool. And now over here, so I'm kind of going in with almost a pure black, and I'm stippling it in. Kind of just more textures, making it more interesting. Kind of keeping that dirty, gritty kind of feeling. And I'm almost dry brushing this too. Like, not completely, obviously, like, but I don't have that much paint on my brush on really. And I'm just stippling it in and I'm kind of working it into the foam. And it makes this really cool texture. Yay! Getting cosplay ideas. Yeah, Ray, definitely bring Gambit. That'd be cool. To Fan Fusion. I don't even know really what my lineup for Fan Fusion's gonna be. We'll see. I'm like going back and forth with a couple of ideas, but we'll see. Really, Nacho? I guess that's true. Yeah, you don't have. If you were to cosplay a Marvel character, who would you cosplay? I I know Pixie. Yeah, I think it was you, Win, who suggested that I cosplay Pixie. Be funny. I mean, it does look fairly easy. That'd be funny. Here we go. And I just realized I totally forgot this section right here. Which, let's see if we can tilt this because I ran out of table. Here. There we go. I swear these belts are so weird. Like trying to get the right perspective from this camera, like the way the camera is and the way that I sit. I was like getting creative today. I was like, how am I gonna? It's not like a painting where I just place it in front. Like, how do I position this long thing to paint it where everyone can see it really well? Ooh, you guys have good cosplay ideas. I like all these ideas. I know. I always have so many ideas too, and I always feel like, oh, there's so many cosplay ideas, so little time. And I have so many unfinished cosplays too that I should really finish because I want to. So many. Oh, I know, Namona's. She's so close to being done too, which is dumb. Like, she's almost done. I just haven't finished her. And the reason is because I've been so busy with other projects. Yeah, I have Nimona. I have Neon from Valorant, Fade from Valorant. Really, really want to cosplay both of them. Also, Viper from Valorant. I want to finish that one. I have, who else did I start? Oh, Grunt. I want to finish Grunt. I was gonna try to get Grunt done by Fan Fusion, but that's not gonna happen. Just how busy my life is and all the other things I have to do and get ready for, and just so much is going on where sadly I don't think Grunt will make it to this year at Fan Fusion. So tears, tears. Let's move these. So now that I got the base done, I'm going to make a little bit of a lighter gray than what I had for the edges, and I'm going to do the detail cuts. And I'm getting my acrylic paint pretty watery so that I can go in with my tiny brush and the paint can paint on smoother. Yeah, I like doing these illustrative um, paint jobs so much because it's almost like it's left for interpretation. I don't have to focus on it's so much looking real. I don't know, I have more fun with the illustrative paint. Yep, just going in with a tiny brush and painting in all the little details. And it seems like this color here that I've already mixed is really similar to these detailed straps that are on the sides. It's funny, some of these cuts were on purpose and some of them were accidents. My wrist started to give out towards the end. I was like sanding so fast that my wrist was like, oh, nope. It's okay though. I'm fine. I'm just fine. Yeah, so my goal pretty much for today is to get these belts done. Probably not, they won't be done completely on stream, but just today's overall goal is to finish painting these. Yeah, actually, you're right about that. I, yeah, accidental cuts ends up being battle damage all the time. Um, it's it works actually really well. There's always a way to fix mistakes, and making an accidental cut look like battle damage is probably one of the easiest you can do. So I like Jinx so much. Really okay if you end up messing up, because then it ends up just adding to her. And I'm gonna go in with this light because I really like this. I want to add some more values to it. Also, too, just like in my paintings, how you give something like that, oh my gosh, wow, that looks amazing, is contrast. Contrast. Even here, even through here, I swear just having a contrasting paint job can really elevate your cosplay. already look how much that's just really bringing to life this felt. Oh, thank you, Win, for putting in the Discord server. Thank you, thank you. If anyone hasn't joined already, feel free to join. Yeah, and I'm going in with this brush, so it's just a dry brush. And I'm going in really lightly, so I'm kind of just dipping the bristles in, like very light, just the tips of the bristles into the paint, and then very lightly brushing it over my surface. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll definitely be making sure to post pictures. I've been making some little videos, so I might do some like just progress videos really like quickly. No real tutorials though. Yeah, actually making really good time on this belt. I'm also kind of just being loose with it too, just kind of, letting the brush do a lot of the work. And I don't like that. We got too intense over here. Too intense, too intense. Gotta fix that. And see if you mess up, it's just paint. Fix it with paint. Oh, cool. That's cool, Win. Yeah, if anyone wants to post any convention photos, feel free to post and to share. Yeah, I'll definitely post a picture of my booth when we get everything set up. Probably on Thursday or Friday. I'll take a picture. Depends on how tired I'll be Thursday. Sometimes once it's all set up, I'm like, it's done. Okay, I'm ready to go home and rest. We've been prepared for Friday. But I'll make sure to post pictures for sure. Go. Now I kind of want to do these little strap details. Yay! I'm so happy you'll be doing a video, Nacho. If you need any help with the video, let me know. I can help you out. Well, I don't know how much they'll be able to do, but I'm here to support you. Alright, now I'm mixing a light gray again for these details. Actually, I think that these detail straps is supposed to be what the booms clip onto. That's not how that happened. If I had more time, I would have made this belt go over and customize a real belt, but just I just totally did not have the time to figure that out. So I'm actually using a different belt that I'm gonna clip on the booms to. So I'll be wearing 3 instead of the 2, but it's Jinx, so. Will anyone really notice that she has extra belts? No, probably not. Hello! Hello, I see someone new is here. Is it Evo Lee? Welcome. Yes, I'm just can't talk. I'm just con crunching here and trying to get this Jinx cosplay done. I might need actually a smaller brush. I think this one's slightly too big. And sorry if I'm late to answering messages. I'm just like majorly concentrating on this. But feel free to still message. I'll see them. Yeah, I just sometimes I will get into these zones, as so many of you know. But yes, I'm just going in with this lighter gray. And to do the sides, I might even have to get a smaller brush. But we shall see, because I don't want to mess up what I have already completed. But even if I do, then I just go in with like a dark shadow color and just fix it up. So, is it really, it's all good. It ends up working out. I'm almost wondering if this light gray is almost a little too light. Well, maybe not. I might darken it. I think I have some ideas of some texture things that I want to do to it. So we'll see. Yeah, I think I have actually some ideas of something I want to try that might look cool with this. So let's see. That's also why I really like working with multiple different kinds of mediums, because I get to play and I get to experiment and try new things. I know a lot of artists have, a lot of people have told me just pick one thing and get like really good at it. But I'm like, but I want to try all these different like mediums and materials, and that's why I like cosplay so much, because you get to work with so many different kinds of materials and it excites me. I have an idea, something I want to try. So I'm going to take a darker color in my tiny brush. I'm going to stipple, try to blend it in. And I think it's still too wet for this. And I also think that my dark color is um too dry. So I gotta mix some more. Yeah, with the acrylic paint, since they do dry so fast, I have found to mix them in smaller increments, because if you paint, like mix up a large amount, it's probably going to be dry by the time you like get to half of it. So I also am constantly remixing because I do make small batches. And actually I need to clean out this palette. Realized that today as I was like setting up, I was like, this palette needs to be cleaned. Probably clean it sometime soon. It does take longer though. I constantly have to remix your colors. It takes time. So let's go on with this dark. I think it's too dark. Yeah, I think that's a lot better. Oh yeah, I like that color a lot better. Okay, I know what I have to do. It's like an in-between the medium and the light. Yeah, this gray right here is way too light. So I'm gonna mix my lightest gray and my medium gray to create a new one. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna use here. I know the values are ever so slightly different, but that's what I. Oh, got kind of sloppy there. Whoopsies. Kind of overpainted. That's it. Kind of messed up there too. I'm gonna blend that in. Oh. And then I'm gonna take a thin brush and I'm gonna do the sides. You know, even though I'm like trying to do this quickly, I'm not gonna cut corners in any way. Even when I'm rushing, I don't like to cut corners because things just end up falling apart or not turning out good. I'd rather take my time. Yep, just doing little touch-ups. Alright. And then there are areas still. And this napkin is very dull. Gotta be careful where I dry off my brush because I might go right back into paint. And that would not be good. Because then I just have to wash it again. And there we go. So I'm touching up the sides now. Kind of doing that stippling effect as I blend it in. A little tricky because it's acrylic. It's hard to blend already dried acrylic paint, but you know, making it work. There's still techniques and stuff around that. There we go. Alrighty. Sounds good, Nacho. You have a good one. Thank you for joining, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Sure, this could go actually a lot faster if I was to airbrush it. But I'm not gonna bring out the airbrush today. Anyway, that's fit to be outside, and I don't think I have spray paint either. Or if I do, I don't know if it's good anymore. Just painting all the sides. Yeah. I know sometimes this detailed work, it's not very impressive to watch. But it's what brings everything really together. And I like my little details. It's all in the details. Right. Now on to these ones here. And then when the other ones that I just did are dry, I'll go back and add in more details and all that good stuff. But I gotta wait for that base to dry. Oh, hello, hello. Yeah, welcome, welcome. Sorry, I'm like so hyper focused on this. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. Don't even have much, really, like, yeah, just focused. I know I get like that. It's funny because sometimes I get so focused that like a family member will come in to, like, my mom will come in to my room and be like, hey, I have something to tell you. And then all of a sudden I'll like jump and I'll get spooked because I was like so wrapped up in my own world, doing my own thing. Catches me off guard. And it's funny because she always tries, she feels bad and she tries to find ways for me to not get so spooked, but really can't get out of it. Like, she'll turn on and off the lights, which spook me too. And like, it's fine. And like, no matter how you cut it, you're just gonna spook me when saying hi. That's just who I am. I get so hyper focused into my work that I become easily spookable. Yeah, you know, especially the new kitten, um, she she'll run around the corner and I won't be expecting her at all, and she's silent and it ends up spooking me. And that, oh my gosh. And it's funny. She's such a funny, playful little kitty, too. She is. Especially the new kitten. She's like very curious about everything. Her the like the world is her playground. She will play with absolutely anything. Alright, and what I'm doing here is that I'm taking the medium gray and I am stippling it in the center of these pieces, these details. Just to give it more dimension, more texture. Yeah, so just going in with this stippling effect. Yeah, something that I really like to make my Jinx is like really dirty and gritty. I like to really pull out those sides and have a lot of fun with them. And now that I have that texture, I am going to go with a super light gray, and just I'm gonna do the edges, but not everywhere, like on the main belt, just some places. And my brush is totally not dry, it's sopping wet. It needs to be kind of dry for this to give it the effect that I want. Otherwise, it's gonna pool up and not look how I want it to. Dang it. My brush was too wet. So I'm gonna blend that in. I'm gonna grab some dark gray. I'm gonna blend that in. There we go. And of course a fuzzy gets attached. So yeah. So now just doing all these details. You know, within an hour, I'm actually making pretty good progress, I would say. Yeah, actually, I think what really helped with getting this cosplay done is the motivation that it is for a con. I think my other cosplays, if I don't have a deadline for it, I think that's when I will put it off to the side or not work on it or something. I'm glad I got to do some foam smithing before it got too hot again. Yeah, I have to do all my foam smithing outside and or open up a window in my office to do it. And if it's too hot, I won't. And we'll see how far along I get with this and what I'll work on tomorrow's stream. Maybe I'll paint the other belt. But actually, I think I have to get the belts done today because I have to do an oil wash on them. And the oil takes time to dry. So, yeah. I kind of didn't put that into calculation till like just recently. I'm like, wait, oil paint. And I'm like, oh, I have to get all the oil wash done like today. So at least it has all of Thursday. All of, yeah, all of Wednesday and all of Thursday to dry so that I can wear it on. Well, I think I'm actually thinking about wearing season 2 Jinx on Saturday. I'm thinking then actually that would work out for the oil wash too, because it would have time to, even more time to dry, which it'll be definitely dry by then. If I finish painting today, and it has several days to dry, it should be okay. Yeah, I kind of don't want to go to con with like wet oil paint on me. That'd be bad. It would get on everything, and then oil paint doesn't get out of anything. Everyone would be walking around with like black and brown and paint and be like, what is this stuff? Why does it smell weird? It's like, oh, that's just the turpentine. Sorry. Yeah, definitely don't want to do that. Alright, now I'm doing the detail part on this. Alright, there we go. The new kitty's doing good. We thought of a name for her. Her name is Clove. And she is super curious about everything. She's super social. She wants to hang out with us and totally be with us and everything. She is just a sweetie. She's so cute. And it's funny because she likes to, when she plays with everything, she literally plays with everything. Like, we'll give her a cat treat and she'll bat it around and like play with it before eating it. It's kind of funny. Yeah, she's sweet. I usually can't have her though in this room with me because she will like go and play with all the wires and play with everything. And I'm like, yeah, no, cat, I can't have you do that. I can't have you play with the string and I'm like trying to do stuff and especially like, oh my gosh, I'm like using up all the space I have in this room. Even like yesterday I had my door open and she wandered in and she tried to jump up on the table. And then she's like walking around, she's batting at all my patterns and all my foam scraps, and I'm like, oh my gosh, cat. Like, you're adorable, you're cute. But not in my room. Yes, exactly. That's exactly what Clove thinks. Or she's like, can I play with this? Is this a toy? Can this be for me? Can I take this? She's so funny. Yeah, and she has like no fear, like nothing phases her. She's just, yeah, no fear of anything. Kind of funny. And Mochi is adjusting our doggy. She's trying to adjust to the kitty. She kind of gets nervous if Clove sits next to her. And it's funny, like, Mochi is really nice. She doesn't show teeth, she doesn't growl. She'll just look at us like, what is this creature next to me? Why is she sitting so close? Yeah, yesterday we were all on the couch and Mochi was sitting one place and Clove came over close to her and plopped down. And Mochi was like, no, I don't like this. And so we're like, it's okay, Mo, here, move to the other side of the couch. And Mochi did. And then Clove followed her and moved to the other side. She wanted to sit next to Mo. It was funny. Mochi didn't think it was funny, but we all did. Because it's like the cat just wants to be friends with you, Mo. And Mo's like, I don't know about this. I don't know. Aren't they cute? Yeah, we even have a funny picture of Clove and Mochi sitting next to each other, like in Mo's bed. And Mochi's being good. She's like, you can tell she's like accepting, but she doesn't like it. So funny. Yeah, so now I'm painting this metal piece. So this will be silver. And I am going in with this light gray first. And then I'll go on top with a metallic silver. And I do this because metallics are so transparent. I'll do like 5-6 layers and it still won't show up like solidly, you know, it'll start looking streaky or clumpy. So I always put down a base first that kind of represents the color of the metallic and then go on top with the actual metallic color. And so this part here is, so yes, it's made out of foam, but I also put inside a piece of Warbler. And Warbler is like this like plastic material that's really easy to cut and mold with heat, really easy to play with, a lot of fun. I like Warbler, but it's also strong. So this here, this piece will be able to support some straps that will be hanging from it. And I'll be able to do that no problem. Yeah, I'm actually glad that was suggested in the patterns that I got, because I probably would have just gone right in with just foam, and especially with how fast I was trying to complete this cosplay, just go right in with foam and it would have torn eventually. I was actually really happy that I'm like, oh yeah, putting like a harder type material like a Warbler for support is actually a really good idea. So I was very thankful for that suggestion. Something I would have been like, oh, improvements for later. I'm sorry, I keep like going off. I'm still learning. What is there? It is. Keep like pulling it this way. I swear it's not a April Fool's joke that I'm trying to do. Thought about it though. Thought of how mean would it be if I just worked really weirdly off camera for April Fools. Frustrating everyone. All the good details are happening just off the edge of the camera. Ended up actually happening, but without my intention. Itchy. So now I'm painting the insides. Aw, thank you. Thank you, Win. Try my best for sure. Always, always try my best. All right. Now on to the little arrows or triangles. Yep, here. I'm gonna feed it through this way. There we go. And that light gray color that I used for this piece here is already dry. So I have to remix it. There we go. Still remixing. Yeah, so let's see if I can actually get done with the 2 painting of the belts today. That'd be awesome. Not on stream, but just in today's goal. On stream, I think my goal is to get this whole belt done that I have right here in front of you all. And I also have these little 2 floppy pieces to paint. One's already, one side's painted. Just gotta paint the other side now. Those floppy pieces is what's gonna go through the piece I just painted. The one that has the Warbler interior. And same with these. So these are going to be silver. And so I'm going in with gray first. And then I'll paint metallic on top. Yeah, again, I'm like super concentrating, not breathing. No, I'm breathing. I'm remembering, kind of remembering. Like, oh yeah, that's something I have to do. Here we go. And I'm kind of tilting it to give myself a better angle of how to paint this. And I kind of painted a little out of the lines like there, and I have some other spots there, but I'll go back in and fix that later in a minute. We'll give that time to dry. Time to dry, and it's more like it dries in seconds. Oh my gosh, yeah, okay, that was for the wig I just finished making. So kind of a funny story. When I was making my first Jinx cosplay, I decided to, rather than gluing a hairline, I just cut the lace front to make her widow's peak. And it was so hard because it's like I have one chance. That's it. If I mess up, then I mess up, and there's no going back. And after that, I was like, I never want to do this again. And then here I am making season 2 Jinx now, and having to cut another widow's peak. And I was saying I was so nervous. I was sitting in front of my mirror, like so carefully, trying not to mess up. And I didn't mess up. I did good, actually. There was one part where I kind of wish I went a little deeper, a little more dramatic, but at the same time, it's even now, so I didn't want to touch it because I didn't want to like all of a sudden go in and be like, oh, make it a deeper cut, and then I mess up. And then it's like, damn it, it was perfect. You want them? All right. I'm curious what your meme's gonna be when you make golden memes, golden quality memes. Want to know what this is? Gotta see this. Gotta wash my brush. Make sure it's really clean, especially if you're working with acrylic paints. Make sure your brushes are super clean because otherwise it will destroy the bristles. Now I'm going in and fixing the lines that I kind of messed up on. But just fixing it with this darker color. And it's actually working out really well. Blending it in. I have another edge on this side. Oh boy, there's a lot over there. There we go. Almost it looks like this needs another layer, at least in some places. To me, it doesn't look as solid as it could be on the top. So I'm just gonna coat it with a second layer of paint. That is what's nice about acrylics, is like, oh, if it needs a second layer, it just takes like a couple of seconds to dry. Unlike the oil paints where like, okay, it needs a second layer, but you have to wait like 2 days, 3 days, depending on how thick it is. Then I'm going to pull this one forward over here. And I'm also going to do a second layer because I noticed it's a little patchy. Which actually, even if it wasn't solid and it was a little patchy, I think it would end up reading okay for Jinx because I'm going to give it an oil wash anyway and make it look tarnished. So... there we go. All right. And now for these pieces. I am going to get some silver paint, or actually, I don't even know. I don't know where my silver is. It's gonna be digging in there. I'll do it later. I'll find the silver later. I'm just gonna paint this. So move this aside, let it dry. Actually, I'm gonna paint the other side, this one, because I already started painting it. And I'm using all the same colors I did here. All right, so remixing my color. Whoop. Remixing again. Yeah, not much time left for today, but I will work until the very end. And I think I should be able to get at least this strap, both sides painted. I already painted that side, as you can see, but I'm going to work on painting now the other side. And then how these will attach is that I'm going, so this is made with 5mm EVA foam. I really should have done two. but I guess the two would have torn really easily. But it's too thick to go through the hexagon. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to get some fabric pieces and kind of make these little loop attachments that's going to go through it. So I have to sew those on, make the attachment so that they can loop through. Oh, I see that you sent the meme, Win. Oh boy. What is this meme? I'm gonna just paint the base of this and then I'm gonna hope. What did you make? The Riot Game curse. Oh my gosh. The curse is real. Oh my gosh. Okay. I have to look at this meme. Alright, over here I'm gonna look at it. Have you ever done it? That is true. That's true. That's super true. Oh my gosh. That is true. When did you share that in the server? You should share that. Oh my gosh. Okay, no, post it. Yeah, definitely post it in the server so everyone can see. I feel like I'm not the only cosplayer either that could relate to this. It's true. So true. Oh my gosh. How would you like to make another Jinx? Like, what? Yes, I will. Thank you, Win, for always the entertaining memes. I never knew I was so meme worthy. Yep, true. The Riot Game curse. For those of you who don't know what the Riot Game cosplay curse is that is once you cosplay one of their characters, they're so beautiful that you just want to keep cosplaying all of them. That's kind of the joke, and it's true. I like how it names off like Jet, Killjoy, Jinx. Oh, you almost forgot Ari. Cosplay Ari. And also I have an Akali and an Evelyn in the works as well. That's a problem. The big problem. Yeah, I got a Neon in the works. I got a Fade in the works. I got a Viper in the works. I don't know if you want to add in all the incompleted ones. Probably not, because unless if it makes it more funny. I don't know. I'll leave it up to you what you want to do. How you want that meme to read. I know, oh my gosh. Make it more funny. List all of them. Even my unfinished ones. Yeah, I think I want to put like Neon more at the top of my list to finish because she is like I have the wig done and I've had it done for a long time. I'm really proud of that wig. Um, so I think I might move Neon up to. Also, Neon's awesome, and I have her awesome shoes too. Well, it looks like we only got 10 minutes left, so I'll probably be able to finish up painting this strap during that time. And just in time too, at least the paint didn't dry. Right, and then onto the tiny details of this. I don't know if I want to go in with this super, super light gray that I used for the silver pieces. I don't think I want to. I think I'm going in with this slightly. It's still light gray, but it's not as light. I'll move this over. Then you can all actually see what I'm doing rather than working off screen again. I swear I'm not doing it on purpose, I'm just focused. Okay, we'll do in. Yeah, almost done. And just think, so even though this belt's almost done being painted, I have another belt to paint. So not quite done yet. And then also too, I never glued on the attachments for these, so I still have to glue on the attachments. So I'm gonna be super gluing some Velcro in a little bit. Yay! Alrighty, there we are. Thank you. Thank you so much, Win. Ah, there we go. Made good progress today. Worked really fast, but still like detailed and not rushed looking. So yeah, got these two done. What if is there a way that I could position this where you can actually see more of it rather than just a little bit? There we go. Don't touch this. This is wet. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Seeing a little bit more of it. This is actually how I should have been painting it. Okay, well, lesson learned for tomorrow. If I work on the belts tomorrow, I might be painting another part, maybe like her the strap, like the, oh my gosh, I can't think of words. The top. I have the other half of the top I need to paint. But anyways, go. It will. So this. I'm actually really thinking about wearing this Jinx to Fan Fusion as well. No, I think I'll have her done enough for Game On. She won't have all the elements, but she'll have a lot of them. But like the shark hood and her finger and the choker, definitely I'm gonna make all that for Fan Fusion. That'll be done because I really like how this cosplay's turning out. And, I think definitely she'll make it to Game On. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get my goal. Oh my gosh, I will not. I will not. No need to worry, Evo. I'm very careful. thank thank you, Caw. Thank you for sending the little Kirby. Well, thank you everyone for joining the today's stream. Made some good progress. It was fun hanging out. I will see you all tomorrow at the same time. And we'll see what part I will get to work on. So yeah, it might be actually sewing because I might need to sew that actual top. So we'll see. Alrighty, well, I hope you all have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Alright, see you next time. Thank you. Bye.